After 505 Games finally confirmed that Eiyuden Chronicle's 100 Heroes will officially be launching on April 23rd of 2024, we've begun to get a bunch of brand new information regarding not just brand new gameplay mechanics, new character stories, of course the introduction of even more character heroes that we'll be able to unlock and bring onto our party, but also brand new boss encounters as well. So in this video, I want to give a little bit of a deeper insight as to some of the information we have been seeing specifically coming out of Japanese outlets, specifically from 4gamer.net. I'm going to be leaving a link in the description below for their set of articles, which I'm going to be doing some light translating on and try to provide you guys some information regarding what they're actually talking about regarding some of their new bosses being introduced. And for those wondering, yes, originally this game was revealed to be coming to Xbox One, both Xbox Series consoles, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and of course PC. But now we also have the confirmation that the game will be launching on the Nintendo Switch day and date with every other console as well, and there will be console parity. Therefore, there will be no extra missing features or any sort of story beats missing specifically on the Switch version. Everything will be lined up together. For those who may not necessarily know, there's a very quick overview that talks about Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes is a JRPG from the legendary game developers Yoshitaka Murayama from Suikoden 1 and 2 and Junko Kiwamo from Suikoden 1 and 4, which takes turn-based strategies, experiences, and RPG mechanics to the next level. Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes features a finely crafted 6-character battle system meticulously created to 2D sprites in 3D backgrounds, a riveting story with over 100 playable characters, and an engaging gameplay designed to bring players to modern take of classic JRPGs. Now, while that may sound all well and good, the story is what's going to bring a lot of people into the fold, and they talk about the story being a brand new corner or taking place in a brand new corner in the Alran continent. A tapestry of nations with a diverse set of cultures and different values live in this area. By a dint sword and a way of magical object known as rune lenses, the land's history has been shaped by different alliances and aggressions towards the humans, beastmen, elves, and the desert people who live in that area. The Gallian Empire has edged out other nations and discovered a technology that amplifies the power of the runes themselves and turns them into raw magic. Now the Empire is scouting the continent for an artificial power that will expand their grasp even further, and it's on such expedition that the Sign Kelsing, a young gifted imperial officer, and Noah, a boy from a remote village, will meet each other and become friends. However, a twist of fate will soon drag them both into the fires of war and force them to both re-examine everything they believe to be right and true. And that's essentially the setting off of the story from Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. When it comes to combat, they mentioned that the battles are unorthodox in turn-based combat mechanics, with 3 commanding characters to be shown from the beginning of every single engagement: fight, leave it alone, or run. If you select fight, each one of the party members will be prompted to select different actions for that very specific turn, as you make different commands such as normal attacks, skills, use runes, or any sort of consumable items that can be displayed. In addition, a brand new auto battle function will be added as well. Whenever you defeat enemies without any sort of problems in regular battles, you can explore activating the automatic combat feature, where it's just going to pretty much take care of any sort of enemies that you might be prompted to engage with at any given moment. However, if you do use the auto party feature, things such as HP will not be depleted and or displayed. So it's going to be one of those advantages for players who are looking to grind as well. However, just because you have those abilities enabled or those options enabled, that doesn't necessarily mean you will not be KO'd by a random enemy if you're not paying attention. You certainly can be, and you can also choose to disengage the auto battle feature at any moment to kind of be able to just kind of take a manual control whenever it is that you want. At the same time though, you also have full access to the heroic combo. This is a cooperative technique between different party members, and basically whenever you are able to activate them during a battle, one of the hero characters will be supported by any other active character that they have a united attack or heroic combo with, and they'd be able to kind of like follow up that as well. The original Suikoden series was known for that very well, so it's not much of a surprise that they're bringing that back as well. There's also a brand new feature called a gimmick option that appeals whenever you're fighting with specific bosses. For specifically one of the ones that they talk about, and you should be able to see the images on the screen, they're calling this one a Rune Golem. This is a boss from the northern Rune ruins. This specific gimmick command objects can be activated specifically on the battlefield whenever you have an advantage situation. It seems that whenever you're using it in a specific moment, the Rune Golem will be able to have a preliminary move activated or hidden back or turned back in time, essentially, so you can attack subsequently back to back. It's not necessarily being clearly stated here due to the translation, so I'm not necessarily sure if this is something that is going to be active in every single boss fight, but it is something that at the very least, specifically for this Rune Golem boss fight, you can certainly take advantage of. Also inside dungeons, there's different gimmicks, like different things you can be able to do. You can block, push or block features, you can climb. There's different things that they also mention when it comes to traversal and exploring different sections of a dungeon that might have different secrets as well. So you also want to be relatively like keeping your eyes peeled, if you will, to be able to know what kind of things might end up popping up that you might miss out if you want to be able to get all the secrets whenever you're exploring the dungeon. I presume that, like in typical fashion, there will be some things that will be kind of kept away from you as you progress through the story. You learn new abilities, new traversal options. Maybe a certain character has something available to them, and then you can eventually bring those into the arsenal and return to that specific dungeon at a later time. Now, one of the things that they showcased very lightly in one of their latest trailers, but you also do get to see an image of very quickly here, is the actual all war out scenarios. These battle engagements will be relatively massive. This is something that hasn't necessarily been talked about to developers before, but you will be in control of your 6 party member team. They're just not necessarily explaining if you will be kind of like fighting in a Muso type fashion, controlling smaller units, sending them from one place to another, or is basically your team of 6 warriors kind of like mowing down the rest of the teams, or at the very least the available soldiers in said arena. So we're gonna have to wait and see what they talk about that as we see more information heading into the future, but this game is certainly shaping up to be one of the most standout JRPG experiences that we end up seeing in early 24. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today regarding some of this information provided by 4gamer.net. Once again, link in the description below for their latest set of articles, and I think I covered most of the basic information that they had there within. If you're brand new to my channel though, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up, and as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.